Hello, hello. We are live from HL Johnson. Yay. Tonight, hello, I'm Dr. Crystal Amado Kacharski, and I am the principal of HL Johnson. And tonight we have our three lovely, beautiful, smart, dedicated guest, which is Mrs. Agudelo, who is an assistant principal. I also have Katie Costain, who is one of our PTO presidents, and then Rosalind Offner, who's another PTO president. So we are all together tonight. Ladies, say hello.
Hi, I'm so excited to see everybody on here and answer all of your questions. And we are ready for a new school year.
We're getting excited for back to school. Everybody's getting ready.
Yes. Come say hi to me when you see me.
Yay, yay, yay. So we're going to be back and forth a lot, everyone. I am going to show a little bit of a slides presentation, and we're just going to do some talking. Please post your comments when we can. We're going to answer them. We may answer them later in the slide presentation, although we only have 5 slides. But we want to make sure that we are giving you the information. If you have a question, please let us know. If we do not have an answer tonight, we will get you an answer. So I want you to know that and feel comfortable with all of that. So right now, I think, who's staying on with me? Is it just me and Katie right now? Are you okay if we just come in and out? Everyone good with that? All right, so here we go. Let's see. All right, let's do this presentation. I'm going to add this to this. Yay, we are at back to school night. So first and foremost, I'm so glad you're joining us, and I want to celebrate HL Johnson maintain their A rating even through a pandemic. So that is huge. That is amazing. I couldn't be more proud of HL Johnson, of our staff, of our students, of our parents. Thank you for hanging in there. Our community members, we have a great community and really help us a lot, along with our business partners. So that is huge. And I mean, really, you can't beat that. So most of our students, and it should be everyone, yes, but most of our students had a year's worth of learning gains, and that is huge to me. So no matter where you're at, you make those learning gains. And HL Johnson, you know, I'm just always impressed, and I'm so happy about that. So that's one thing I want to celebrate, and I want you to know, as a Jaguar, we did maintain our A rating even through a pandemic. So congratulations, awesome job. With that being said, I just want to give you some back to school updates and some really information that you need to know as a parent. So first things first, and soon I will have this on our website, this presentation. So you will have that. But I'm sorry, I'm just lifting up a little. I feel like my name is covering my face. You will have this on our website, but I want to go to our website for a moment because, and if you click on this next one, you can get right onto our website. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, what the website looks like. One moment. Let's see. Here we go. There it is. Okay. This is our school website, hlje.palmbeachschools.org. This is where you can find all our information, along with all of our social media and calling the school. But this is definitely our go-to site, especially in this time. So what are some things that we're worrying about at this moment? The first thing is probably school supplies. So let's go with school supplies. If you go under students and parents, and it is working with me, but we have all of our information under students and parents that you need to know, especially with getting back to school. So you can see all of our quick links are right here, and you can click on any of them to get the information. So our FY23 school supply lists are on this screen, and you just click it and it will load, and you can see you're going to be doing some clicking. Okay, so we have our school supply list. You click here, and then it has every single grade level. So it has K through 5 on the supply list. Next to this supplies, and I'm going to zoom in a little. Let's zoom in for you so you can really see this. Let's try 125. Oh, we're going to try 150% zoom. Okay, so if you go on here, you can see, close that out, that there's a list. It's separated by grade level: kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and so on and so forth, all the way through. And at the very bottom is our VPK supply list. So this is important. There are check boxes that you can check off as you buy them. In kindergarten, for example, next to how many you need of each item, there's a checkbox to make sure that you have it and you can check it off. I need a list at all times to check off. It just makes things easier. And yes, in H.L. Johnson, the kindergarten team are asking for 24 glue sticks. I know that's a large number, and there's been lots of questions and lots of people calling about that, but in a lot of different issues and things, and just getting everyone ready. So make sure that you're following that. Our each grade level, our team leaders and all of our teachers have put this together to try to be as minimal as possible, but also use all the things that you bring in. So that's where you get your supply list. Katie, am I missing anything as far as supply list?
I don't think so, unless it's the easiest place to put it on the website, because then you can find it wherever you are. If you're out shopping, you forget to bring it, things like that. So that's why we have it available there. Yes. So I think that's great.
And then also, if you go back to your H.L. Johnson webpage and you go back to students and parents, you will find other links. So I'm going to go there. And the next one is probably the next most important, I think people ask me about, is our dress code, which at H.L. Johnson, we like to call it our personal appearance policy. And yes, we do have a dress code here at HL. We try to keep it simple. At H.L. Johnson, you can wear a collared shirt of any color. We do ask it not to have any logos, but any color is allowed at H.L. Johnson, and any H.L. Johnson t-shirt or spirit shirt. And we're going to get more into how you purchase those spirit shirts. But this is the guide to help you with buying clothes for your child and being able to come to H.L. Johnson. So this is our dress code, and on our website, it's called a personal appearance policy.
The spirit shirts can be worn any day of the week also. Some people ask about that. Oh, can it only be worn, Friday or Wednesday? It's any day of the week. You can wear one of this HLJ spirit t-shirts.
Yes. We like that. We love our t-shirts. And it's just makes it fun. And you get to see all the years when you are coming to the school, you will see all the different years, spirit gear and all of our themes. And this year, you can kind of see the background. I'm going to go to our background real quick, and I'm going to remove this for a moment. And I'm just going to remove myself. It's just going to be you, Katie, for a second.
This is it.
I don't know if you can hear me. That's our classic one, blue and yellow. And then in the background right now, you can see that is our logo. We are getting back to being H.L. Johnson Jaguars, back to our traditions, back to being a school, a community school, and just really getting back into things after COVID and just getting right back to what the heart of being a Jaguar is. And last year we really started to get the ball rolling, but this year even more so. All right, so moving on. I'm going to talk a little bit about our communication. So at H.L. Johnson, what you need to expect. When you come to our Meet the Teacher, which we're going to go over in a little bit, but when you come to our Meet the Teacher, there's a few different ways that we like to communicate. So this way, going live, we like to do this. We like to do this a few times throughout the year. We just feel like it's a good way to connect with you, for you to get the information. And then at H.L. Johnson, we do also have our school agendas. Here they are. So here's our school agendas, and they match our theme, of course. And then we also do something that is a yellow folder, and this folder will be in your child's, you'll actually get this first day of school. It will have lots of information inside of it that you just need to know, and people to reach out to, and anything important will be in here, along with lots of QR codes. We are a green school of excellence, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that also. But so we try not to use too much paper, and just so you may have some QR codes where you can go scan it and then you get it right on your phone. So those are 2 ways that we communicate. And I'm adding this back. Oop. There we go. And of course, phone calls tonight. We tried reminding you through text message and email that we were going live along with our social media. Our teachers will also communicate with you through phone calls and email. And then last, once school starts, you will get a code. And there's an app called Class Dojo, and you download the app, and the teachers and PTO and Mrs. Agudelo and I will all communicate through Class Dojo, just reminders and information. So there's lots of ways to communicate with us here at HL Johnson.
One of the main ways that the PTO communicates is through our Facebook page, but we know not everyone's on social media. So it's really important for everyone to try to have that Class Dojo app for communication, especially with your classroom teachers. And then also the school is going to post any event information or any kind of, specific days that you might need to know about on Class Dojo as well. So, if you can't be on Facebook, which is the easiest way to get communication with the school through our Facebook, the PTO side, and then also just the regular school side, definitely have Class Dojo and make sure you're all set up with the teachers with that.
Rosalind, you want to add anything? Just asking with the communication.
Rosalind's our champion on our Facebook PTO page. She's always there answering all the questions and giving all the information. When those questions come in at, 8:30 at night, about the next day or whatever it is, she's the best at that. So we're definitely very lucky to have her on.
Yes.
Facebook.
And if you don't feel like posting on Facebook, you are more than welcome to direct message me, however you need to. We do have access. Katie and I both have access to the email, PTO email as well. So whatever is most comfortable for you.
Yeah, and the email address is on a couple slides in a couple of slides. We threw the email address up there if you want to jot that down real quick, or you can always call the school and ask for it, or just hit us up. We're easy. We try to be easy to find. There we go.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Yes, it's hljjaguarpto@gmail.com. We try to stay on top of all of our emails, just like they said. They can answer questions if you don't feel like putting it on Facebook, on our Facebook on HL Johnson. You can also message, and we try to answer that as much as possible. And then Mrs. Agudelo and I try to answer our emails. It is a busy time right now, but we will get back to you. So please reach out. We want to answer your questions. We know it is, especially those kindergarten parents. We know that it is a nervous time and an exciting time. And so we want to make sure that we answer your questions. And same with Vpk. It's your first time maybe coming to a school of this size. So we just want to make sure that you know what's going on and we are providing you that information. So please, please, please reach out to us. And yes, Rosalind is a rock star on Facebook and social media.
For sure.
All right. Meet the teacher. Okay, so I'm going to take down some of these. Let's see. No. Meet the teacher. We have 2 days of Meet the Teacher. So last year was the first time that we've really done that. And we did that for a few different reasons, but ultimately for Meet the Teacher, it was for COVID reasons, right? But at the end of the day, I think having 2 different times, whatever works out best for your family, because it still is during the day and many people work. So what is best for you, your family, and your schedule? So Meet the Teacher is Monday, August 8th from 1 to 2:45, or Tuesday, August 9th from 8:30 to 10:15. You only need to come at one of them. What we ask you to do is bring your child's backpack and also have your supplies. Bring in your supplies. It will make it easier to drop them off since you can help carry things. And then your child will then be set up to start the first day, and all they need is their backpack. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, so with the backpack, are they going to get the backpack tag?
Yes, exactly. So that's what I was going to go into. Perfect, Katie. Thank you very much. So we do backpack tags, and so basically it is a tag that goes on your child's backpack. It has their name. Some of them even have their picture, and then it also has a barcode. The barcode is needed for our breakfast and lunch, and this year our breakfast and lunch is free every single day throughout the entire year for all students. So that is very exciting. School food service is providing for all of us. And so you do not need to pack a lunch unless you want to, of course. And but we put that on there. So when your child comes in for breakfast, we actually have to scan the barcode for breakfast. And then at lunch, all the teachers have different barcodes that they get to use. And the reason I love this is because if they lose their backpack or leave their backpack somewhere, we know whose backpack it is. So so that's a big part of what we do. So please bring your backpack on Meet the Teacher, and I would just bring your supplies in it, and then you leave all the supplies in the classroom, and we also get your backpack tag.
Yes, and you'll learn who your teacher is. Is it going to be the Friday before?
So yes, I'm hoping.
Teachers are going to be making calls when they go back to school so that you'll know who your child's teacher is before you go to meet the teacher. You'll get a phone call from your teacher, hopefully.
Yes, right? Yes. Exactly. So you'll get a phone call from your teacher, just like Katie said. And basically teachers come back August 4th, which is Thursday, and they don't have a lot of time, but they get their class rosters right then. They will begin making those phone calls. We do have meetings the first day back. They actually have meetings each day, and they also have to set up their classroom, right? They want their classrooms to be perfect for when your children come in. And so in that time, they'll also be making phone calls. So please be patient. There might be some calls over the weekends. I hope not. I want the teachers to enjoy their weekend, but you may get a phone call the day before. We actually have Meet the Teacher on Monday. So just letting you know that, please be patient with us, but you will receive a phone call. If you do not receive a phone call on Monday, don't worry. When you come in, we are going to have rosters. We are going to have your child's name, and we will tell you exactly which room and who your child's teacher is. So I don't want you to stress out if you don't hear from anyone, or that you're playing phone tag and you keep leaving messages back and forth between you and the teacher. I just want you to know that when you come to meet the teacher on Monday or Tuesday, even if you don't know exactly who it is, we will have a list there, and you can come in and we will make sure that you're in the right class.
And if
go ahead.
There's any way you can't meet the teacher, then the first day of school, there's going to be people to help all the kids get to where they need to be, no problem. And then also usually if they're smaller kids, you can send in supplies kind of like a little bit, each day for the first week. So they're not loaded down with all the supplies. It's okay if they don't have every single thing, supplies wise, if you're sending them in that first day. You can send a couple each day, so that's not so much for them.
Yes. Great point. Thank you, Katie. I know it's, like I said, it's an exciting time. It's also a nervous time. So please know that if you cannot make it, we will make sure that we have the appropriate plan. And let's say you do want to bring in all your supplies, but just like Katie said, if you can't make it to meet the teacher each day, you can just bring a few. Or if you want to just bring them all the first day, we have our wonderful safety patrol. We also have all of our staff members out and about, and we will be making sure that if your child needs help carrying something, we will help them take it to their classroom. Yeah. So we will support in every single way that we can. I just want to mention lunch and breakfast again. Food, of course, is important. We want to make sure your child is not hungry. And so again, breakfast and lunch, they are free this year, and snacks. So we get lots of questions on snacks. I believe Rosalind has answered a few and I put you back on, Rosalind, just so you know. We had a few on the PTO page, but each teacher has their own snack policy. So it's their classroom. They will let you know that information. So some teachers, what they do is you bring a snack every single day, and there's a time frame that your child has that snack. Other teachers may do it where every person may bring in a class, amount of snacks. So if you are maybe 18 snacks for the entire class, but each person brings in only 18 snacks, and then your class has a variety to choose from each day because everyone brought in snacks. So there's lots of different ways that they do it. Your teacher will tell you their snack policy, but just look out for that because we want to make sure that all of our bases are covered. And like I said, each teacher has a different policy and a different way they do things. Our lunch is 30 minutes. Your child will have 30 minutes to eat during lunch. And again, we're going to make sure everyone eats. Our teachers want your child to be the best that they can be, and we believe food is a part of that. So we want to make sure that they are not hungry. Did I miss anything on that piece?
I think so.
No, but there was a question asking if the nurse will be available at Meet the Teacher.
Yes, the nurse will be available at Meet the Teacher. She will be around. You'll meet her, Nurse Lisa. She's wonderful. She's great in every way. So yeah, she will be around. So if you have medications or if you need to talk about different allergies or any special needs that your child may have that we need the nurse involved, yes, she will be around. So you can meet with her. Also at Meet the Teacher, which we're going to get in spirit gear, but we will be selling spirit gear at Meet the Teacher in the cafeteria. So you can check out the cafeteria and you can kind of see the school. You can tour it a little bit. But again, you're only coming to one of the times, Monday, August 8th from 1 to 2:45 or Tuesday, August 9th from 8:30 to 10:15. Please be patient with people in parking. And it should only take about 15 minutes. You come in, you see your classroom, you drop off your supplies, you get your backpack tag, you see where your child is sitting or where their different areas are. So it's about 15 minutes. So make sure you plan for enough time. I'm going to move on. We're good with that?
I think so.
I'm sorry, just one more thing. Somebody was asking about safety patrols and how their safety patrol student can sign up to help volunteer at Meet the Teacher. So Meet the Teacher on Monday, they can volunteer from 12:45 to 3, or on Tuesday from 8:15 to 10:30. So Safety Patrol students are welcome to volunteer one of those 2 days during the time frame.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And safety patrols are a huge part of our campus, and Mrs. Tidd does a great job with our safety patrols. So we just want to make sure that that they are here, that you see them. They help with everything every single day. And Miss Tidd will really be getting with safety patrols and making sure that they understand and know what's going on. So again, teachers are not back yet. So it is kind of hard because teachers aren't here, but she will be getting in contact with you. If you are a safety patrol and a safety patrol parent, you should have the Remind app. So you should have the Remind app. You should have that information. And that's how she is communicating with all of you as safety patrol parents and all of our safety patrols. But yes, we need our safety patrols here to help all of us get to where we need to go on our Meet the Teacher days.
Yes.
Yay.
All right.
Moving to the next part. This is you guys. Hold on. I'm going to remove myself.
So we have a new board. Well, we have a new board each year, but these are our new board members for PTO for this year. It's myself, Katie, and Rosalind. And then we also have Miss Farah, who is our copy queen extraordinaire. She's at the school all the time. She's wonderful. Her son's going to be in 5th grade this year. And she's, been volunteering for years at the school. We have Miss Lisa Leon, and her son is going to be in 4th grade this year, and she's amazing help as well. And then we also have Jasmine Zafra, who has 3 children at the school as well. And so we're all going to be bringing all the fun stuff back to AHL as much as possible. And if you ever need anything from any of us, we're all available and always around. Anything else, Rosalind?
No, I think that's it. And like I said, you guys can contact us via Facebook, direct message, email. You can also call the school, leave a message, and we will get that message. So any way that you guys need to contact us, we are available.
Yes. And, we always need help, always need extra volunteers. So, ask any of us about, how to volunteer. If you're not sure, email us, ask. We're always willing to have more help, always need more help.
Yes. And whatever time you can offer is always greatly appreciated. Even if it's 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you can give is great.
Yes. We'll have an opportunity to register to volunteer at Meet the Teacher as well. You have to register on a school district computer. So we're going to try and have some laptops available so people can register right there while they're already at the school. So that when it comes time for something that you are interested in volunteering for, you're good to go, you're registered, it's all set, and all the paperwork's taken care of. And we will be set up in the cafeteria selling spirit gear. Everybody's very excited about spirit gear, always has so many questions about it. We have 7 different color shirts this year with the logo on it. There are adult size options and there are children's size options. We did have a pre-sale at the end of last year. Some people have orders that had some back order items on them. Come and see us at the cafeteria on Meet the Teacher, and you can pick up your back ordered items. Then if for some reason you cannot make it to Meet the Teacher, then we will get it home with your student, as soon as possible, like within the first week or so. We also will have our fantastic straw hats that we all love, with our Jaggy paw on them, and they are amazing for any of those beach days, boating, in the garden, whatever you need. My family wears them all the time. We have kid sizes, and then we have 2 different adult sizes. So we'll have those for sale as well. We also are going to be putting hoodies on pre-sale at Meet the Teacher, and also Team Green t-shirts for pre-sale. So if you missed ordering your Team Green t-shirt before, then those will be available to go ahead and put an order through. And we're even hoping to get some long sleeve UV options for Team Green shirts, which is exciting. So those will be available to pre-order. What else? Any other question? Did I miss anything on spirit gear?
I don't think so. I know we have some older spirit gear. Are you selling any of those?
Yeah. So whatever we have left over from the previous design shirts, we will have those also available to purchase. And we usually discount those a little bit. And so we just don't have, as many size options and things like that with those. But whatever we do have left, we will have them available for a little bit of a discount. And, the kids are more than welcome to wear those any day of the week as well.
So I have a couple questions here. What is the price for the spirit shirt? We can also mention the price for the hat, and also will the pre-sale for the hoodies and Team Green be available online?
Yeah, so we will have it on Chatter Up. So we'll keep the sale open for just a little bit for the hoodies and the Team Green. And we'll post the information about that for how long it's available. And I just want to make sure I have prices right. So I'm trying to get my information up. We can come back to the price. I'll say the price in a second.
Yeah. So there was a question about colored shirts for permitted for the school uniform. So even though our spirit shirts are an array of colors, as long as the school uniform shirts are polo style with the collar, then your student can wear any color as long as there's no design or decoration on it.
Also, they can have any color solid bottoms, right?
Correct.
Amado? Right.
Yes, they can. They should not be athletic. They, not basketball shorts and not sweatpants. Other than that, any color, it should be solid color, though, the same thing. And you can have button-ups. You can have solid color button-up shirts. So if you child likes a button-up instead, but again, it's solid colors.
So Dr. Amado, another question was, can kids wear jeans every day or only on Fridays?
Kids can wear jeans every single day, but no holes. But yes, you can wear jeans every day. Yes, we try to make it, as simple as possible and as friendly as possible. And we just, want to look nice.
I don't know why it's locking me out.
We do have also dress up spirit days. So there are special occasions where we will be dressing up and we will have different events going on. So on those special occasions, we are not following dress code, but you will know those days. And Also, another tip I have is if your child has PE that day, make sure that they do have shoes for PE. And again, your teachers will be communicating all of that information with you, but I just want to make sure that, your child is as comfortable and safe as possible and really can get through the entire day the best they can. We do also, let's say a child accidentally spills something on themselves, or who knows, gets a hole in something. We do have some, thank goodness to all the parents out there, we have used things, shirts and dress code shirts, polos, button-ups, and the same with shorts. So socks and shoes even that are lightly used, but in case of those accidents or situation where we just may need a new shirt or something like that. So we do have that if there were to be a situation. Of course, we'd call you and let you know, hey, this happened, but we're going to switch out their shirt or something, or if whatever it may be. But I just want to let you know. So we do have that here also. And if you have anything that you can donate to put in part of that still looks nice, lightly used or, worn, we will accept it, because we want to make sure that if there was ever an accident, we just have everyone covered and your child is happy and can continue to learn and have fun.
Perfect. And we'll post the prices. It's not letting me. I just wanted to double check on the hats. But we'll post the prices in the comments in just a few minutes if we want to move on for the spirit gear.
Excellent. So we have lots of volunteer opportunities. This is just a small amount of them that are written on here, and Rosalind and Katie can talk a little bit more about it. But we want you here. We want you volunteering. We want you to be a part of our school. You may not necessarily be in your child's classroom. I really don't love that, although there are some special occasions. But you can be on campus and helping with different events, and where you get to see your baby here at H.L. Johnson. Do you want to talk more about that?
Anytime, even though we don't have specific in the classroom, like a traditional room parent per se, your kids know you're on campus. And if they see you on campus volunteering for anything, even if it's not during the day, I understand a lot of people can't do that. We do have events at night and different things, or even, opportunities to help with things, in the evening, at home. Your kids know that you're doing that, and they love it. It's just great. It adds to the whole, I guess, elementary school experience, I think.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun, and we want everyone to be involved. We are a community school, and we think it's really important. So please do that. We do have the copy center, which is huge for our teachers. It helps them out so much for helping with copies. And then lunches is so cool. So lunches, you can volunteer, and you'll be communicating with your child's teacher. If you could volunteer an hour, lunches are only 30 minutes, but if you could volunteer an hour, that helps out a lot. And what you do when you're in lunches is you're opening milk cartons or chips or different things that maybe we're having trouble opening, or bringing a fork over. A child forgot a fork, or napkins, or need more napkins, or ketchup. But you're in the lunchroom with them, and really just helping all of our students with making sure that they eat everything that they can possibly in that 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely a big help with those time frames of the younger kids' lunch times too. They always need help, need something.
Yes.
Yes. There was a question about how long kindergarten lunches are.
30 minutes. 30 minutes. Yes. I know it seems like it's a short amount of time, but yes, 30 minutes. But again, we're going to make sure your child eats. All of our kindergarten teachers do have a snack time, and they will communicate that with you. And they get used to it. The first few days, yes, it is quick. But again, that's why volunteers are nice. It's just reminding, and do you need help with that? And you have 10 more minutes. Just want to make sure, but we're going to make sure that they all eat, especially the first couple of weeks, our kindergartners that aren't used to having to eat in a time frame.
The kindergarten teachers they know what the deal is with the kids. They know that, maybe they're not all, they're a little overwhelmed maybe in the lunchroom. They're going to make sure that the kids are not going home starving. They'll be fine. And I actually have an incoming kindergartner, and I've been telling her, you need to practice eating a little quicker. So I've actually been doing little, like practice runs with her. So, cause she's the slowest eater ever because that's her. But they'll be fine and they'll get it and they'll pick it up. And it's like anything it's an adjustment in the beginning of school, especially for the new babies.
Yes, it definitely is. And I also have a kindergartner coming here at H.L. Johnson. And one of the things we're working on is opening all the little packages, right? Your gummies or your chips or whatever you have. So pinch, pinch, pull, right? That's something we're practicing. But if your child has a problem with that, maybe you put them in a Ziploc or some kind of reusable baggie that they can open a little bit easier that has the Velcro. So just something to think about, just to make sure that they're not wasting time trying to open something, although we have lots of volunteers and lots of people in the cafeteria to help them with that. But just a tip, work on that right now. And then if you see that your child is having a problem opening a certain item, maybe we put it in a reusable bag or a Ziploc.
I do have a parent asking about lunches for VPK students.
Yeah, I saw that too. They eat in their classroom for VPK. Kindergarten is the first year they're in the cafeteria. So VPK parents, they're going to have, that a little bit more one-on-one attention from their teacher and the assistant. So VPK at lunch is no problem.
Yes. All right. I'm moving on. This next one is a big one.
Yes.
Traffic.
What everybody wants to talk about.
Yes. So this one is a big one. H.L. Johnson. So I'm not sure if you know or not, but I did attend H.L. Johnson in elementary school. So I went here from kindergarten through 5th grade. And H.L. Johnson is really supposed to be the community school that you walk or bike to. So that is what it was meant for. So we're going to try to get back to that a little bit. We are the largest school in largest elementary school in Royal Palm Beach. And all schools ultimately have some traffic issues. So we are one of those. And there's just been a ton of traffic. So we're doing our best. And I'm just going to take us off screen so you can really see this map. So we are really doing our best to try to make this the smoothest possible. But again, we're all learning this, right? So the first month is going to be a struggle. Please be patient. Please know it. Please know that you're going to wait in some traffic if you're driving to school. So please know that. But we have a few different things. So if you look at this map, you will see 3 yellow stars. These 3 yellow stars are our walker, biker gate entrances. That is new. We used to only have 1. We are adding 2 more. We are going to add 2 more to try to get walkers and bikers and go back to that community school and try to alleviate traffic. A lot of you need to go to work and you want to get there on time, and I completely understand. We want that too. But so this we think will help. We hope so. But again, this is a trial process. It's been a long time since we've had this many gates open for walkers and bikers. So these are the 3 areas. Your child, if you want to walk your child to where that yellow star is, great. We would love that. You can walk them. You can ride your bike. That's wonderful. As soon as you get to the gate, your child then enters by themselves. We do have adults at every single entrance, and we are watching. So there are adults there. Again, like I said, this is a little bit new with the 2 extra entrances, but we think it'll help alleviate traffic. I'm going to move to the next star. So look for the pink star. So the pink star, that's my VPK families. If you are a car rider, you're going to the pink star. So you actually enter where the green star is. You ride around. You start where the green star is. You ride around in that blue line. And then my VPK only will continue to go straight. And you will continue to go straight, and to the right-hand side, you will see Miss Garcia, Miss Bryan in the mornings, and they will be helping get your child out of the car to go into VPK. And their classrooms are very close to this, so they will just get out and go straight to their class. If you have only a VPK student, then you drive all the way around. You're going to pass where that teal bluish aqua star is, and you're going to drive around, and then you're not going to follow that big blue line. You're actually going to kind of cut across and then follow the blue line out the long parking lot to where that red star is. So that is VPK.
And Miss Garcia and Miss Bryant are in the students in the VPK classrooms. So the students will be actually kind of being gathered by their teacher, directly for a VPK drop off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really, the same with like parents walking and things like that. They're going to be gathered by one of their teachers directly at drop off.
And we will have an officer at that intersection to let those that are just dropping off for VPK to come through into the exit car line.
Yes.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes, thank you. Officer Brown, we're so lucky to have her.
Yes.
We do have some VPK parents that do walk or bike. And again, you're going to really work that out with your VPK teachers and assistants. They're going to make sure that they have a proper plan and get it together for you, and do our best to make sure that your child gets in through the walker biker gate and everyone gets there safely. They do this all the time. They work it out. So you'll be planning with them. And if there happens to be any situation that we need to work on together, they'll come to me and we'll work on it together. But I would definitely communicate with them because they do this all the time, and they will make sure that your child gets to where they need to be. If you are a walker, biker, VPK parent that has an older sibling, more than likely the older sibling is going to walk or bike in with them, drop them off at their VPK classroom, and then go to class. So that needs to be a part of their process if they have an older sibling. So those are just some things and tips for our VPK parents. Now I'm going to move on to a different star. That teal aqua star, that is only for some of our parents. So that's just a special drop off with students that have special needs that need to, be accommodated in that way. So just letting you know that is a special one, and those parents we have communicated, and their teachers will communicate with them and make sure they know who that is. Now, all of my car riders, if you are dropping off, you are following that blue line. So you're going in where the green star is. You're following that blue line all the way to the back. And all of our students enter through the back of the cafeteria that are car riders. And so where the blue star is, there will be adults there that will be helping your child out of the car the first few days. But after that, your child, when you're driving up, should get their backpack on, be getting ready to get out. Once your car is stopped, then they are to get out of their car. And yes, they can open their door, but the car needs to be stopped. We need to practice that a few times. So the first couple of weeks, the adults will probably be opening. But once we start getting used to it, then your child, once your car is stopped, can exit the car and go into the back of the cafeteria. But you will see lots of adults there to help. Another thing, we want everyone to be safe, of course. So just make sure when you drop off your child, we're not in a rush. I mean, yes, we want everyone to be in time. Don't get me wrong. I want everyone to be on time and getting as much learning as possible, but I want your child safe, number one. So make sure your child is out of the way and the door is shut and everything is good before you start moving your car or driving, just because we want to keep everyone as safe as possible. And sometimes our little ones drop something on their way out, right? So they have their backpack on, they're trying to get ready, but maybe they're a little slow this morning and they're tired. They may accidentally drop their, water bottle or something like that. So just make sure that they're cleared and we're good before you move forward. So that's extremely important for us as far as traffic. And again, I'm going to go back on. Sorry, here we go. Again, I want to remind you that this traffic pattern, our traffic is bad. Yes. And it's real bad in the beginning because everyone's getting used to it. Yeah, everyone's just getting used to it. So please be patient. This map that I just showed you, and you will get this map in your child's yellow folder for you. But this map that I just showed you may change. It's subject to change. My job is to try things for a little bit, right? But if it's not working and if it's not safe, it may need to change. So just please take that in consideration. I'm going to let it go for a little bit because traffic is always bad for the first month because everyone's just getting used to it. So please know I'm not making many changes the first month, but I'm watching it. I'm seeing how it's working. There's a lot of new things going on. So just please be patient. Please be safe. And again, we added those 2 extra walker biker entrances to make it a little bit easier and relieve some of that traffic. So
can you talk about dismissal with the walker a little bit about dismissal, maybe?
Yes, I can. I'm going to talk about one more thing too before I get to dismissal. This purplish stars, that's our buses. That's where our buses go through. Nobody should be going through the bus loop. It's only for buses. So there should be no other vehicles through the bus loop. It is only buses. So please remember that. It's really, really important. Okay, so dismissal. So dismissal is the same process, but it is, it's really the same process. All those entrances then become exits. During the school day, once arrival is done, we shut down every single gate, including bus loop, everything, and we go to a single point of entry and exit. But for dismissal, we will open those gates back up and your students will be leaving from there. You are waiting at the gates for your child unless you're a car pickup. If you are a car pickup, you get a car tag. So if you are a car pickup, you get a car tag. We are doing a few things different this year. It is going to be a barcode system. So when you're coming to pick up your child, we'll actually scan the car tag. And let's say you, for some reason, can't pick up your child and someone else needs to. We normally ID for that, right? And we probably still will ID for that. But if you send a barcode to, because you're the only one that can get the barcode from your child's SIS gateway, if you send that barcode to a family member, more than likely, you've sent it. But we'll probably do some checks on that to make sure that anyone that's picking up your child has permission to pick up your child. So we need to make sure that that happens. So make sure all your information is up to date. And that's a large piece of our dismissal and our car line. Is that the question you had? Did I cover dismissal the way you wanted?
I think so. You had mentioned about nobody going into the bus loop, just morning care and aftercare still pick up.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yes, and that's a good transition to our morning care and aftercare. So,
patrol, right? I see on there. Yeah, safety patrol is purple also.
Oh yes, and safety patrol drop off is there. Yes, and it's only the safety patrols. The siblings, younger siblings, have to go in whatever their normal entrance is. So if they're a walker, a biker, or if they're a car drop off, that is different. Only safety patrol, and that is before buses. So safety patrol get dropped off between. Well, really, we let them in at 7:20, but there will be someone there between 7:10 and 7:20. If you're later than 7:20, then they need to go all the way around. Then you'll have to go all the way around and do a car drop off. But so make sure you get there at 7:20 if you are a safety patrol parent. If you are morning care, that is also where morning care will be. I believe it's an orange star. You see morning care. That will be where morning care and aftercare pickup is in that area. And then morning care and aftercare. I wish I had more spaces. Right now, if you have not been contacted, you're on the wait list. If you haven't signed up for the wait list, please sign up. We are in the process. I have 2 people that we have hired that are going to be a part of our aftercare. So we will have a few more spaces, but it's still not amazing. It's not enough. I wish I could provide everyone a space for morning care and aftercare, but I just need more people. If you know someone that needs a job, from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday, or a few times, even if it's part-time, I will take whatever I can get. The only bad thing with part-time, if I hire one part-time person and they can only work Mondays and Wednesdays, then I need another part-time that can work Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, right? So we need to make sure that our students are supervised and they're safe. And I know it's hard. So I know that you want, in those places, I know that you need in our morning care and aftercare, but I don't have people applying to these positions. And like I said, I have 2. We're waiting for them to be cleared because there is a clearing process through the school district to make sure that the people that are with our children have that background check, are very safe. We do fingerprints, we do drug testing. So they have to go through that entire process, and sometimes it takes a long time. So right now, if you're still on the wait list, if you have not been contacted by our morning care aftercare director, Miss Kaylee, you are still on the wait list. Like I said, we have 2 in the process of being hired, and hopefully it works out perfectly and they're here, but I can't open those spots until they are cleared. So So that's the thing. And I just want you to think about too, our aftercare. So we might get one new person, right? So I might be able to add, yes, 20 students, but it's usually 20 students of the same grade. So there is a ratio. It's a one adult counselor, depending on what grade. So kindergarten is 16. VPK is only 12. So there's like a number for each grade level, and it's not ideal. It's not perfect. And we're doing our best, and I want to get you in, and I want to get you taken care of. I know you need it, but I just don't necessarily have the people to work it. So anyone that you can send our way, please do on our Facebook pages. I do have the job number. If you go into the school district of Palm Beach County, you look up H.L. Johnson, there's an aftercare position that you can sign up for. So all of that is there. Morning care is from 6:45 to 7:15. And then aftercare part-time is from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Full-time is from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So those are our time frames. The wait list, I will get you that link in a minute. I just need to look for it. But we do have lots of community preschools and different daycare places that do provide transportation. And I'm not sure if Danielle is on or not. Rosalind, oh, here she is. There she is.
List.
Danielle, do you have the list? And again, this is as far as we know.
Year based on
This is a general list of who was on here, who has picked up and dropped off at our school previously, but this can change every year because this is definitely on who registers and signs up. So please just know and understand that. But our schools are all about learning, above and beyond, hands-on learning, La Petite, kindergarten, kindercare, Montessori Academy, Academy for Early Child Enrichment, and O2B. So those are just several daycares around our area that have provided definitely aftercare and some for morning care.
Thank you, Danielle.
So it'd be just a matter of contacting those individual facilities to see if they're providing, those services before and after school. And then
I'm trying
if there's any changes with dismissal or anything like that for your child, getting in touch with the teacher is really the best way. The teachers are going to be, they're going to know where your kid needs to go for dismissal and things like that. So having the class dojo and the communication with the teacher is really great for, dismissal and things like that.
Yes. And, sometimes class dojo is great, emailing great, phone call great.
Class dojo, yeah.
A written letter right in the agenda, changing today, especially if you know ahead of time. The more time we get, the more we ensure that we're doing the right dismissal, right? If you let us know at 1:15, it's really hard for us to make sure that your child gets to where they need to be safely. So what we need is if you have an emergency and you are changing your child's dismissal, the best thing to do, especially if it's past noon, is to call the main office.
Yeah.
Call the main office. I want to make sure that we all want to make sure that your child gets home the way they're supposed to get home and as safely as possible. So the more notice we have, the better. If you put it in the agenda, great. If you dojo it the day before, great. Both of those are awesome. If you write a letter and you put it in that yellow folder, that's awesome. We want those things, those communication. But if for some reason emergency happens, which they do, and it's after 12 o'clock in the school day, please call. Please, please, please call. We want to make sure that your child gets to their proper dismissal and what provide you the support and what you need. So I just want to make sure you do that.
All right. I do have aftercare questions.
Yeah.
When does aftercare start? And do the parents have to provide snacks for those aftercare students?
Oh man. Okay. So I don't have all of that information yet. But aftercare starts the first day of school. Morning care and aftercare starts the first day of school. So August 10th. So if you are not on the wait list and you've received that email from Miss Kaylee, you are good to go beginning August 10th. They have not released, that I know of, released the prices yet for the cost yet. I can just tell you last year's cost, but there are different costs for part-time and full-time. And then last year we did provide snacks, and we also provided what's called supper. So everyone received a snack. So if you were a part-time or full-time, no matter what, your child received a snack. If your child is full-time, they also get an extra snack, which they like to call supper, and your child is provided that as well. I am not sure if we're getting that this year. So more information really to come on that. And right now, I would definitely pack your child with snacks if they're in aftercare. And then once we really have all that information, I will get it out to you. And Miss Kaylee will email everyone directly that's a part of our morning care and aftercare that all that information for you.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of questions in the comments. If we didn't touch on any of your questions, then we'll try to make sure to go back through and, answer your questions after the fact to make sure you're answered. If we didn't get to answer your questions, call us, email us, any of that kind of thing. Also, meet the teacher. There will be plenty of people around to answer all the questions that you need to know regarding all of this stuff. And do we have Kaylee's email, or
I can type it in for sure. I do want to let you know, just like the teachers, Miss Kaylee is on vacation. She does come back I believe August 4th. Hold on, I think Miss Agudelo. Yep, August 4th. Excellent. I'm putting her email in the chat. Danielle, do you by chance have the link to sign up to get on the wait list? Do you have that? If not, I'll look back, and don't worry, I will post this later. And thank you, Ms. Roslyn, always on it. I will post that later so you can have the link to put your child on the wait list. And like I said, we have two new that are going through the employee process. So hopefully those two will be added, and we'll be able to provide some of you with some relief. And yes, we will provide a list of other people, but again, those outside facilities like O2B, things like that, you do need to call and see their availability. And that is a cost also, unfortunately, but they do drop off and pick up from our school. And I believe they're going to continue to do that. So just keep looking for that, keep asking and giving us the information. Thank you, all my parents. I see you guys answering right now, all the different comments. I do appreciate it. Yes, do all of it if you change dismissal, Miss Brown. I appreciate that. And Miss Franklin, yes, the orange star indicates the bus loop for morning care drop off. Thank you. I do appreciate that. And we're here, we want to make sure that you are getting all the information you need. So with that being said, please stay connected as much as possible. We've been talking almost an hour, and we've only talked about a few things. And so we plan on doing this after school starts to really get you into everything that we do with our academics. But today is just really getting all of our traffic questions, our school supplies, our spirit gear, our dress code, our meet the teacher. All of this information is huge for us. We cannot wait for you to be here. So excited to have you. And we're just, I mean, what more can I say? I'm just excited. I'm ready for school to start. I want all these kiddos back.
I'm excited to get back to fun things.
Yes.
We're going to try and do, bring back the fun community events and, get everybody doing the fun things again.
Yes.
Do I have any other questions I need to answer that I may have missed?
We'll go back through and we'll double check,
Yes.
but I think, for now we covered the main
And
things.
if we did miss your question, we will reply back in the thread, in the live thread. So
yes,
be on the lookout.
Yes, be on the lookout and communicate with us. We're here. We want to help. We are just so excited. Like I said, please stay connected. We have our HL Johnson website. There's a lot of information on there. We have both of our Facebook pages, HL Johnson and PTO. We do have Twitter. Let me be honest, I'm terrible at Twitter, but I try. I don't know. I have one good day once a month. And then, but please, we are doing our best, and call the office. We are open 8 to 3. If you need to still drop something off, please do. And just so excited to have you and your child back and really get back at it. So thank you so much. And thank you to my PTO. You guys rock. We cannot do anything without them. All of our parent volunteers, thank you. And Mrs. Agudelo, who is the best assistant principal. We're so lucky to have her. So just thank you, everyone. And again, reach out if you need something.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Ask the questions.
And enjoy your last 2 weeks of summer.
Can't believe
that is the biggest thing right now.
Yes.
Yeah, went fast. And we'll see you guys all in a couple weeks. Come say hi. We'll be in the cafeteria. We'll see you then.
Yay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.